You got me today?
Oh, welcome.
I'm halfway under the weather over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the Where's Brunch podcast.
Episode 45.
Yes.
That's a good number.
I think so, 45.
45 is a good number.
So that's right, ladies. You are listening to the ladies and gentlemen.
I'm about to
excuse
say,
me.
already the black woman delegation starting up. Already.
Okay, rewind.
Nah, I ain't cut that out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Where's Brunch podcast. We are a married couple who likes to sit on the couch and talk about relationships, pop culture, and anything else. Hip hop, and what we're watching.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes.
We're having those conversations that you have at brunch with your friends.
If you go to brunch with your friends.
Man, come on.
Yes. Okay, but mostly when you're at brunch, you're drinking. But,
Yeah, brunch, happy hour, brunch
happy hour.
Game night at the house.
Hey.
Those conversations that y'all have.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes. And as always, please like, follow, and subscribe. You can find us on all the streaming platforms as the Where's Brunch podcast. And you can find us on social media to include Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
All them joints.
All of those things.
All of them.
As the Where's Brunch podcast.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
How are you? I'm good, man. Well, I'm hanging in there.
Listen.
I'm hanging. I got my tea over here. Oh, shoot, I can't toast the tea.
No, please let's not toast the tea.
I'll toast my whiskey though.
Hey.
I got some neat whiskey, and I made you a little Americano riff.
Yes, give it to me.
Substituted the club soda or whatever it is with champagne or bubbly. What was it? Cava, I think we got. I think it's a Cava.
That was Cava. Ow, barber. It's good. Thank you. I needed that.
The whiskey helps with my cough.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a cough right now that started developing this morning.
How about that? Woke up with the heebie-jeebies, but I didn't get it, y'all.
I woke up coughing, and I was trying to not wake you up, and I was successful for a while. You were stirred a little bit and whatnot, but you were sleeping. And I said, you know what, man, let me just get up and go to the living room. So, because I just, I didn't want to wake you. As soon as my foot hit the ground, there you are, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, looking at me like, where you going?
Where you going? Where you going?
Oh, man.
You know our routine. We stay in the bed.
Hilarious, man.
But
Hilarious.
honestly, though, my watch goes off on the weekends at 9.
Yeah.
So that's really what woke me up, like the vibration on my wrist. And I was like, okay, I slept in long enough.
Let's not take away from that point, though. We are connected in that sense.
Yes, we are.
You feel me get up
Yeah,
out of the
if you
bed.
move out the bed, I'll be like, where's he going? What
Right.
is he doing? Yes.
Unlike when you have to go into the office sometimes, I'm laying there and the first thing I realize is you kissing me getting ready to go.
Yeah.
You're like, goodbye. You got up, you took a shower, you took vitamins, you prepared lunch, breakfast, or whatever it might be, got dressed, everything, and then you come kiss me goodbye, and I'm like, oh, what's going on?
You'd be like, all right, man.
Yeah. How are you, though? You good?
I'm good. I mean, I just came in from being outside, about to be blown away in the weather that we have going on.
First day of fall today.
First day of fall.
Showed up, didn't it?
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweatsuit weather.
Yes. And UGG season has officially started.
Oh, pumpkin spices.
Pumpkin spice lattes
Lord
and all
mercy.
that stuff. But y'all better not be outside in these UGGs in the rain. Come on now. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's true. Your rain boots popping.
Yeah, I got my rain boots, my hunter boots. It's hunter boot season, y'all. If
Hunter
it's
boot
raining,
season.
put your hunter boots on, okay? And your fashionable rain jacket. Don't forget that. You need to have one.
Yeah, it feels a little different in here. We got our new little carpet in here. Y'all can't see it on the screen or hear it, of course, but we are, like we said last week, decorating the space a little bit. So
yeah, it's very
a little
cozy.
warmer. Yeah, a little more cozy, right?
Yeah, it's like you come in here and it's like vibey. Like, oh, okay, I like this.
It's working.
It is.
It's working.
Definitely working.
You know what I'm saying? How was your week though? Was it good?
I felt like my week was good. I mean, the sleep thing has been an issue, but we're getting through it. Not much eventful. Oh, I have been stressing though.
What you
I've
stressing
been
about?
low key stressing about packing for New Orleans.
For New Orleans. It's gonna be okay.
Listen, I want to get it right this time, okay? I want to have the right amount of outfits, the right amount of looks, not overpack, and still look cute to get cute pictures while we're there, because I need some new pictures for my Instagram.
Yeah, because we did go to Virginia Beach for what? Like really one day, like 2 days of travel. So 3-day trip.
Yes.
But really one day,
One full
maybe
day.
1.5 and whatever. And we could have, with what you packed, we could have easily just gone to Portugal for like 2 weeks.
I don't appreciate that. I do not appreciate we could have gone to
You
Portugal.
realize that when we were there, you're like, I think I overpacked.
Yeah. And so I need to like get it together. I'm very stressed about this because I want to look cute. Like
You will. You're beautiful.
And I want to
about?
be. Thank you. And I want to be comfortable because I know we're going to be walking a lot and experiencing. And I hear the temperatures, a little bit warmer down there. Not swampy because we're out of swamp season.
Yeah,
but it's
it's in
still
October,
warm.
so a little, not as bad.
Yeah,
whatever.
not as bad. So I just want to make sure that I have one of all the things that I need, as well as my toiletries.
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart. We're going to work this out, man. We're going to work this out. You're going to be rolling up. You got your cubes.
I got my
You order some other
cubes.
some other things. Some
Hello,
magnetic
keep
things.
your Cadence. Shout out to Cadence, the Cadence company. Those little cubes for your toiletries that are magnetic and they're TSA approved and you can fill them up. I have a dozen of those on the way.
Okay.
So, and I picked like little color coordinated, and they have little tabs like shampoo, you click it on top, and conditioner, and body wash, and face serum, and face wash, and toner, and
Okay. All right. 12 things.
gel. All the things from home that I be pumping.
man.
I got to pump them into these little containers and pack them up. And I'm really excited because I just don't want to have like a lot of space taken up from the toiletries.
No doubt. That makes sense because
I pack a lot of
Yeah,
toiletries.
exactly.
I use a lot of things.
Yes. And you do like to take your show on the road.
Yeah. Listen, I
Where-
can't have my face looking dry and I can't be ashy.
I will sacrifice some of my stuff. Like, I'm like, I can go a day or two without these things here, and then I'll just leave them behind.
What?
But I mean, like, my whole regimen. I'm not taking like my mask and then all my scrubs and all that shit. I'm not taking that. I'm just gonna go without for a few days
Why not?
because I'm good. I'm fine without it.
Pack a little bitty little jar and just put
I'm
some in
good,
there.
man. I'm good.
Put some in a jar. Well, I'm bringing mine. Okay,
That's fine.
You
I
want me
ain't
to bring
judging
you
you.
like a one of the foil ones, a foil face mask?
I do not want you to bring me a foil face mask.
You don't want a gold one?
I don't want a gold one.
Okay.
I don't want to ever use a gold one. I don't want to ever use a foil face mask. I'm good enough with my little brush, the yellow thing or whatever, and then I wash it off and I'm good money.
Okay, so that's where I am. I'm
Face is
really,
glowing, you know what I'm saying?
You looking good.
Appreciate it.
You looking so good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
How's your drink?
My drink is very good. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to do better. Unlike the Negroni night that I had, where I was smacked.
Get me another one.
What
was this, like Thursday night?
Thursday night, I was smizzed.
Like, so is the bar closed? And I was like, yes. I did. Yes, it's closed.
I really wanted another one,
you
and
poured
I
yourself
knew
some
he was gonna
more.
tell me no. So I
So-
poured another glass of wine.
So let's go ahead and shit. I don't like to pick on my baby too much, but it's all jokes.
Oh, I don't feel offended at all. Trust me.
Good, because I'm about to do this. So 2 glasses of wine while you prepared food, right? No, a glass of wine with food while you prepared food.
Oh, drinking wine,
Drinking wine.
cooking wine.
Which cooking wine, if you guys out there don't know, a cooking wine is basically any wine that you have while you cook. It's no special thing.
It's whatever's open in the fridge. You just pour it in a glass and you start cooking and you sip a little and you do what you got to do. You sip some more.
Yes.
So that's cooking wine.
So you had wine while you cooked,
Yes.
and you made this was Thursday.
I made a lot of stuff.
Football night, which we'll get into that.
Okay.
Right? Let's get the jokes out, and then we'll tell people what we did. So while you cooked wine,
Yes,
right, and
cooking
then Cooking wine. And then I think, did that same wine turn into regular wine after? Or did you have 2 glasses while you cooked?
I don't remember.
All right, so you had 2 or 3 glasses of wine. And then I
did
made...
not have 2 or 3. It was 1 probably and a half.
That's fine. Okay. And then I made smoked mezcal Negronis because it's Negroni week.
Ooh,
so I made smoked mezcal Negronis. Mezcal is already smoky to begin with. Then I took some wood chips and smoked it out or whatever. Boom, and we had that. And I did it like that to match up with the meal that we had. So boom, you had that, right? So it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Right? It's just a Thursday. It's not Friday. We're not turning up or nothing. Yeah. And then we're sitting there watching the game, and then you turn to me and asking me if the bar is closed, and I'm like, yes, it is. And you poured yourself a glass of wine.
Fine.
And was gone.
Your bar is closed, but mine isn't.
So the table was spinning.
There was just a lot going on.
Nah, it's all good. You're in the safety of your own home, baby.
Oh, heck yeah. And the food was good.
Food was amazing.
The Negroni was fantastic.
Yo, shout out to them 49ers, though.
I have nothing to say about the 49ers.
Thursday was Thursday night football. My 49ers versus your New York Giants.
Yes. And
we planned it.
We planned it. We planned it. We wore our team shirts.
Yes.
Shout out to Homage because they reposted us.
Shout out to them.
And I made a meal that we discussed ahead of time, which consisted of empanadas, chicken, and potato with a little corn.
Some corn in it. Oh my
yes.
God.
And I made some tostones, which are green plantains smashed and fried. Oh, also dipped in lemon juice and then fried. Yeah, and then sprinkle a little cinnamon sugar and some sea salt on it.
Flavors.
You know, just a little bit of
flavors.
And I made some fresh guac that was so
phenomenal
smooth and so fresh.
And chunky at the same time.
And chunky. And it was just like, oh my gosh, just guac is so good.
Yo, I was so full Thursday night. I was like, yeah, I gotta stop because it's like 8. I mean, I only had 1 plate. I didn't go get
you
seconds.
Didn't have a second plate.
No, and usually I would, but it was so late.
Yeah.
But so we planned a festive Thursday night football competition type of situation between the two of us. And it was fun. And you know, my Niners is crushing the Giants. I'm not even talking shit here because everybody expected this. Yeah. And you were pretty much like scrolling on Instagram so the whole time.
Yes. Before the game started, I was like, lowered expectations.
Oh man, so that was fun though. It was good.
It was nice fun. It wasn't a whooping like Sunday opener when the Cowboys whooped on us bad.
Well, you know, yeah, it was bad enough.
It was bad enough, and it happens, you know. And
we
still had fun. Like we had great food. we were hanging out.
Oh yeah,
we had great drinks, and that's what it's about. So it was just like, okay, cool, well,
dope.
We lost. Okay.
Yeah, man. Game night is fun.
It's fun
because I love football. You found that out a couple years ago, right? A year ago.
I found that out this year.
No, was it this year?
Okay, I found it out last year. I was like, wait, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah, last season.
You're watching football? Like, when did this happen? I've been dating you for how many years, and you never sat and said I need to spend the whole day watching football.
I think what happened is like you probably came back to like wherever I was sitting and wanted to show me something on your phone or something, and I might have given you a little attitude.
You just
I might have been like,
no, you told me that you were gonna watch the games all day, and I was just like, what?
The game's on, so oh yeah, like those shoes look nice. Back to the game.
Like, what the hell? Now, mind you, the whole time we were dating, a whole bunch of football happened, and he never watched a single game. You see how they do to get you?
I was focused.
And he flipped it. He flipped it and reversed it.
I sent my representative.
And all of a sudden, on Sunday, he's watching football. I'm like, what the hell happened here? 2 years?
I sent my representative on those dates.
That's crazy. On Sundays. That's crazy.
Let's go out Sunday. Sure, let's go out on Sunday. No problem.
Brunch.
I was sweating inside. Stressed. Nah, it's all good. Back in the day, I would drop everything on Sundays to watch football, but now it's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
But I do enjoy it. But listen, man, it's a lot of stuff going on out here. Let's get to the light stuff.
What's light?
It's all light. did Remy really cheat on Papoose?
Oh don't know.
Hold up.
I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Black woman delegation. That's what
I
they.
don't know if she did.
That's the
if
guy.
It ain't no proof.
That's the guidance they sent out for
If
y'all.
the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Oh, you must have quit. Wasn't the black woman delegation championing for Papoose just a month or two ago?
We love Pap. Pap held Remy down. Papoose and Remy were the best thing that ever happened to Love and Hip Hop franchise. I actually watched it and loved watching them because I knew it wasn't going to be no bullshit like all the other stuff that was on
Well,
there.
they said, listen, we don't do that.
Yeah, he was very clear, like, you're not going to be here. Oh, hey, it's time to get home. I remember she would do a performance and Pat would be like, okay, it's time to get back home. Listen, you just got home. We got things we got to do. We got
home, y'all.
We got to go home. We're not going to be in no rah-rah argument. Nope, we got to go. I loved it. I love how Pap did that.
Yeah.
Like every time he'd be like, hey, it's time to go.
So Remy started up a battle rap league.
Yes.
And her like premier artist or like her top artist or whatever. Let me adjust my mic. I can hear my voice gotta get a little bit better here. Her like main artist, there's rumors that they had an affair or whatever, that she cheated on Papoose with him. Mm-hmm. And I think he might have leaned into it a little bit instead of like just saying, no, this didn't happen or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I think they are all kind of leaning into it a little bit because, of course, you know,
it's good money for the battle rap thing.
Yeah, it's advertising,
publicity.
Publicity, promotion, and stuff like that. And so she held a battle the other day, and the two dudes that was battling was that guy, and he's battling another guy, and Papoose wasn't there for like I don't know if this is his first time not showing up, but whatever. And there's a lot of the bars was aimed towards Remy and their situation, of course, and whatnot. And she stood there, no expression. And then afterwards, she basically was like, yo, it's battle rap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
This is what comes with the territory.
I honestly, if I had to guess, I would say that nothing happened.
I agree.
And that they're just leaning into this to help promote her league.
Her league.
Yeah.
And if we're wrong, like what Tasha K is saying, that she's got receipts, then maybe Remy, you know.
If she did cheat on Papoose, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, of course, there are marital vows, and cheating is not a part of the vows unless you guys have some sort of
relationship,
understanding, an open relationship that we don't know about.
Right.
Yeah. What do you want me to say?
How do you feel about it? I want you to tell me how you feel about it. Do you think that's is that acceptable? Is it fine? Or
it's not acceptable.
Is she owed that?
Cheating is not acceptable. I mean, she been locked up. Like, she came home, maybe the young boy.
Are you planning on turning your ringer off this week?
No, listen, the backlash that I've received the last couple of weeks, the phone calls that I get.
I might call your phone next week to talk shit about what you're saying.
No, no, definitely. I don't think that is good. I don't think that is acceptable. All the above.
All those things.
So hopefully it's just not true, and they're just being, not giving it any legs. They're just going to not comment so that it can keep going and people can keep questioning.
Yeah, they
memes are rampant.
It just leans into the whole, you don't know, you can't believe anything you see or hear on the internet,
right?
Or in Hollywood and in general.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So another married couple, the ever so classy Nicki Minaj and her husband made headlines this week.
FREAK.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, listen. Dumb things that people do on social media 101. This is like number 1 in the book. Like, don't go on social media threatening somebody so that everybody can see it, and you on probation and you hanging with another convicted felon that you're not supposed to be with.
That's another added curveball.
Yes,
there.
he was with a criminal.
Oh wow.
And he's
Okay.
not supposed to be.
Nope, not supposed to be
with any criminals.
So was that the actual violation, or was it the threats?
It was the threats as well.
So her husband, they're out on a street somewhere. These are fully grown men.
After the VMAs.
Oh, that's what it was. And they like, where you at? We outside. And they, they talking about all the thug stuff. They want to wipe your nose. That's a thug term for like, cleaning you up. Well, shit. I just gave a term for a term, but wiping your nose is like a street term for like they want to put some action in on you.
Wow.
Or whatever. So when you see the dude on the joint doing like this, whatever, that's what that is. Yeah. So they and this is like early 2000s rap DVD type material.
Fuckery.
What's wrong with these goombas?
Listen, I don't understand it. It's just like admitting that you killed someone for the FBI to find you on Facebook Live.
Look.
Like, come on. Like, you don't do this if you know that you're on parole and he'd already had these dings for failing to register as a sex offender in California.
Yes.
He was already in trouble for that. And then now you go to the VMAs or you're DMing Cardi and threatening her.
Look. Yeah. And also, right.
Yeah, that was the original thing.
Right,
it was the threats, the DMs that came Cardi's way, and Offset jumping into the DMs like, yo, don't be, messaging my wife.
Yes, his wife.
Like, what kind of dumb shit is this? Like, who does this?
And then to follow up, Nikki puts out a video I guess she was doing her podcast. Maybe she's in her podcast studio.
Usual.
And she says she got like a bunch of dudes in the studio. Yeah, we'll just let's just
upcoming rappers
assume
is what
a
they
bunch
say.
of goons.
Up and coming New York rappers.
And she's saying that what is it called? There's making calls and then there's calling shots. It's these these threats that they hide in it's like rap.
The energy you put out is the energy you get back.
Let me tell you something. Go ahead, Trina.
So if you wonder maybe why her music isn't as well received right now, maybe it's because of the energy that you are putting out.
People are not feeling it.
People are not feeling it. Like for the barbs or what have you.
Right.
Like, this is not cool. Like, just come on, common sense. Like, if you got beef with somebody, you got beef with somebody. Unless y'all gonna go in the ring and box it out or whatever.
And what's the beef for real?
Who cares? If you don't like her and she don't like you, keep it pushing.
Let me tell y'all something out there, yo.
There's tons of people I don't like.
For Nikki, and your husband, all y'all goons, if y'all got problems with what we saying right now, come see me. I'm right here in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm right here in Omaha. You know what I'm saying? Come see me.
Omaha, isn't that where the commercials be where you can send your mesothelioma?
I said that's where we live, woman.
You can send your mesothelioma claim. You'd like to file a claim for mesothelioma.
Oh man, we're not laughing at people with mesothelioma. But that's funny though. That's where it be at.
It be in Omaha,
that's where it be at. That's
or
where
the
it be
Omaha
at.
Steaks,
Yo, just real quick, man. Just want to shout out to all the black folks out there who are going through it right now with Colorado just getting blown out by Oregon.
Come on, y'all.
All y'all who are emotionally invested into a team that y'all they didn't give two shits about until Deion got there. You're gonna have to take this ride.
Yes, bandwagoners.
Oh, y'all in for the whole ride.
Just hold on tight.
Hold on tight.
It's gonna be a whole season of this.
It's not gonna be pretty the whole season. You better believe that.
These might be the only 2 wins that y'all have seen.
It might be, which is an improvement from last year. Nothing against Deion. Yeah. But it's just funny because I'm a sports person, so my team is my team.
Yes.
Deion Sanders, their team played my team, which so happens to be the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I've been a Cornhusker fan, college football fan, since I was a kid. Right. I don't follow as much now as I did before. I don't, but when they played against my team, I was rooting against Deion. I wasn't sitting here rooting against my own team.
Can we pause?
Go for it.
Nebraska Cornhuskers? How did this happen?
I like their uniforms.
What the hell are the uniform? Where's my phone?
They're plain uniforms.
They're playing uniforms.
Yeah, with an N on the helmet. I thought they was gangsters as hell. Them, Penn State and Notre Dame.
Really?
I loved all their uniforms. Nebraska was my team.
This is very interesting. The things that I learned.
Things that you learn.
Nebraska Cornhuskers football.
Hold on for this ride, y'all.
Oh,
it
boy.
might get rocky at times.
Oh
no pun intended.
No pun. Have mercy. Okay, well, hey, these are the things.
These are the things.
Things are the things. In other couples news, Dwayne Wade, supporter of the Roots Fund. Wade Sellers.
One of the best two guards of all time.
Of all times. Recently did an interview on the podcast of Uncle Shay Shay.
Uncle Shay Shay.
Yes. And he had a conversation. We watched it together. We watched a snippet of it regarding the quote unquote break baby and how he had to break it to Gabrielle.
Yeah.
And just the stain on the child who was innocent and had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And just how difficult it was for them as a family, and how he said it wasn't perfect. He said that this is his family, and there are things that happen, that everything isn't always roses, and
Right.
and he talked about the pain that it caused and the discomfort of just the entire situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then folks started to say, "Wait a minute, hold up! I thought they was broken up when he got this girl pregnant."
Right.
Hence the term break baby.
Yeah, because he mentioned in the interview that
They were still together.
she was trying to break up with him.
He
was trying to break up with her.
trying to break up with
instead
her.
of telling her what was going on.
Yeah. So now the black woman delegation is like, hold up, bing, 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 bing. Wait a minute. We thought it was a break baby.
Nope.
It was not.
It's just an extramarital affair, and he had a
they
baby.
weren't married yet.
Well, okay. Well, it was whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Outside of the relationship.
Outside of the relationship, he was poking and stroking, unprotected, and
I mean,
voila.
assumed. Kinda could have broke. Things happen. We're assuming. That's an assumption, Trina. It is.
Okay.
It really is.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know how that happened.
Okay, we don't know how it happened.
He could have got jammed up. Chicks be going to grab the joints out of the garbage can after you leave.
So you gonna say that?
That be happening.
It just couldn't possibly be that he didn't wear a condom.
It could. Yes, of course it could be possibly that he didn't wear a condom. But I'm just saying that's an assumption because we weren't there. Happily, we were not there.
Yes.
But yeah. So he had a kid. Mm-hmm. Someone had a child, and it's his. And he had to break that news to Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, and she's had several failed pregnancies.
Yes, yeah. There goes the major situation. Like that's the layer of it. That's that. Man, that's the real heavy shit.
That's a lot to deal with.
That's a lot to deal with.
It's a lot. You yourself as a woman are having reproductive issues, and you can't hold a child to term, and then your man goes and gets somebody else pregnant, and you now have that reminder for the rest of your life.
So we know what we know about them, right?
Yes.
So this does kind of lead into a topic that I wrote on the board maybe a couple weeks or so ago, or maybe last. I don't know. Love existing with trauma. Love and trauma coexisting, like literally right next to each other. And some people, they look at his actions as if like, how can you love her and do that? And that as well is also possible. And it's possible for her to still love him and have the trauma that she has from facing the realities of life that he put in front of her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those things, it's just a dynamic that I don't know if a lot of people really think about or talk about.
Well, he said that they were in therapy. They was going to therapy. They've been in therapy. That it's a process. I mean, some people have so much trauma that they don't even realize that they haven't dealt with.
That's true.
Or worked out or addressed, that they bond over trauma with another person. Their relationship is built on trauma.
Right.
Some people have that.
And people look at trauma as if it has to be this really big upfront thing, like not to go super dark, but like just traumatic experiences that happen, like physical things and things of that nature. But trauma, man, like we end up normalizing things.
Yeah, and then you carry it with you into the relationship.
Yes. And let's go in general, right? Now,
in general,
right?
Yes.
But you're right. All relationships that you have, whether it's friends, family, wife, husband, whatever it is, right? So for me, I'm just gonna share a little bit, right? This year as a vet, I started a process. We'll just say a process, and part of this process was me diving into my personal life. And I realized that I had some trauma that I just didn't look at it that way because it was so normalized. So, for instance, as a child, I was just around gangster shit. Like, as a kid, like my grandmother was an alcoholic, and her house was the spot for all the gamblers, the pimps, and it's the drugs and everything was happening. We were just little kids running around having a good time.
Right.
But I remember vividly my grandmother, who stopped cold turkey and found God and all that kind of stuff. So the latter part of her life was completely different. But just digging in and this and answering the questions that they posed to me on the questionnaire, I was like, damn. That's some traumatic shit for a child. You carry that shit with you.
Yeah.
Why do I still have that vivid picture of my grandmother being halfway passed out, leaning on the couch, cursing everybody out?
Wow.
It's there. It's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just we don't realize that we're carrying trauma.
Yeah, you do. Unless you go to therapy and then you
Start
unpack
digging,
it. And
unpacking.
you start unpacking it. Like I've learned a lot about my childhood traumas in going to therapy and just like, wow, okay.
Right.
Well, I need to examine this, talk about this,
Right.
and realize how it may be showing up in my relationships.
Right.
Or how to not allow it to show up because I need to unpack it, understand it, and then work through it. So
Yeah. So here we are. So tying it back in.
Yeah.
Here's a woman who loved this man and had plans on a future with him, clearly, and he has to come to her with this news, which is something that didn't happen to me, but it happened in my life. You know what I'm saying, as a child as well. So he has to come to her with this news that here I did this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now she has to deal with that shit. But she still loves him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So because trauma doesn't necessarily go away. I don't know the answer to this. Does trauma go? It doesn't go away, does it?
I don't think so. I think you just address it if you do that portion to address it. But I think that it's always still there. It can be a memory. It can be something that triggers you to remind you.
You just learn how to manage it?
You learn how to manage it.
Right. So, yeah, that's the situation that she in. So, they made a decision to stay together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So,
did.
shout out to them because I am also... I'm a product of that kind of decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I've said this before. Like, I can only imagine what my life would have been if my parents didn't stay together.
Right.
And I'm talking about this freely because we are beyond hiding
Yeah.
shit for the sake of whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So good for them.
Yeah.
And I wish the best for them.
Absolutely. And I love Lil Kavia. She's so cute.
Right.
Lil Kavia is amazing. Her memes, the memes that they've made about Kavia are just amazing. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just very interesting that him revealing that in the interview with Shay Shay. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. But hey, I mean, they're past it, they're through it, and
Yeah.
right now they're in Milan at Fashion Week, hanging out,
Yeah,
doing
you know how-
whatever.
y'all know how D Wade be doing. You be seeing some of his outfits.
Yeah.
That boy be wilding sometimes.
Heck yeah. Goodness.
Do you think, brother?
Yeah, I love it.
What you got though? I can see you kind of over there. You got something with you right now. What you got?
Okay, so I was, as my usual, scrolling through Instagram, and it was just like a weird thing. We've never had a conversation about this before, and so I was just like, well, I wonder, they were talking about a phenomenon happening right now at like Disneyland and Disney World, where adults are going without kids and having a fucking blast.
Word.
Okay, there's this phenomenon of adults going to Disneyland, Disney World, and not taking kids and having a blast. So I wanted to know, do you have a desire to go to Disneyland or Disney World and or United Studio, Universal, or any of that stuff, and have like an adult game? What is it? Amusement park kind of weekend experience?
I would be 1,000% down. I don't necessarily have that desire living in me, that I've explored in the past. But now that you're saying it, I would be completely down with that. That would be fun. Like, listen, you got one life to live. Have fun.
Yeah, go right.
Disney World. Oh, yes, I'm a roller coaster person.
Me too, but they
Well,
give me a
I
headache.
used to be a roller coaster person.
You might not be no more.
So now I don't get on wooden roller coasters at all because you're not about. They just shift your body in ways at this age you don't want.
Right.
That. You don't want that.
Yeah.
It's so rickety. So the other ones I used to I would get on anything. So I don't know. I would get on a roller coaster and see how things go.
Okay.
The rest of the day might comprise of like turkey legs, funnel cakes.
Okay.
That would be fun as hell.
Because Disney World has a food and wine festival.
Oh, word.
Yeah, some of my friends used
Now that's the way to do it right
regularly
there.
go. They go up to Disney, go to the park and then participate in the food and wine festival, which is happening on the grounds of.
That's the way to do it. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need something because Orlando's trash.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I didn't really explore all of Orlando. I really just stayed around the Disney part when I took the boys down there and stuff a long time ago. And I was like, this is trash.
It's there for the amusement parks, period.
It is.
You're coming in there to go experience that and leave. So yeah, I was just wondering if you wanted to go to Disney World and should we like make a 2024 plan to do like a long weekend. I know my kids are going to be super pissed if they hear me talking about this because they want to go, but I was just
They've been before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they still want to do like a, they want to go.
Yeah, they're gonna be jealous. Regardless, you can't even cook me a chicken sandwich without them getting jealous about it. But your cooking is really good, so I understand it.
I understand. Everybody wants my cooking. They can't have my cooking all the time. So.
If y'all want the key, the secret to getting Trina's cooking,
What's the secret?
on a regular basis, DM me.
Really? You gonna have people DMing you? How do I get
DM
Trina's
me.
cooking? Really?
Nah, don't DM me. I'm just joking, yo, because I can't even say what I want to say in DM. I wouldn't even say it. Let's just say that there's something that only I can do. Something that only I can accomplish to get these meals on a regular basis.
I'm so embarrassed.
If you're not me,
I'm so embarrassed.
you're going to have a tough time getting this woman to wake up in the morning and make you some sweet potato pancakes.
Am I red?
You're a little
I
red.
feel really
Your
red.
undertones are overtones now.
I can't even. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so embarrassed.
Sorry. Not sorry. Yo, man. I'm feeling a little bit better. The whiskey helped.
Good. We can tell you're feeling better.
A
clearly.
little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. DM me.
Don't DM me. I just told y'all without telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Who's your do you have a podcast inspiration that, inspires you in your craft of podcasting?
Okay, now I listen to a lot of podcasts.
I know, but not all of them gonna be. They might be, but like your top one or two, or maybe three.
Yeah. So I love Ratchet and Respectable. That's
Okay,
Demetria L. Lucas. Look her up. She's a consistent Black woman delegation.
Okay.
She's a published author. Don't Waste Your Pretty.
Oh, is that the one that's the one that's in Africa?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I like her. She cool.
Yeah.
I admire her.
Yes. So Don't Waste Your Pretty will be first. I also listen to, and I know I'm going to receive shit for this, but Don't Call Me White Girl.
Okay.
Damona is
she wild.
ridiculous, but I love it. It's refreshing. It's just something about what she does and what she says. And I've listened to the growth of her over the last couple of years. And I was just like, okay. Now, here's the thing. A while back when I first, 2019, when I was commuting to work, when I first moved back here, I started listening. I found Horrible Decisions with Mandy.
Okay, that's who I thought you were talking about just now. Okay, that's some.
No, Damona is another show.
Wait, Damona's the one that went viral for the whole gong. Pause.
Yes. So I listened to Horrible Decisions with Mandy. And then I also listened to Mandy on another podcast she's on called See the Thing Is with Bridget Kelly. So I like, there's something about Mandy's style of podcasting, and she's like a professional podcaster. She's getting money off of this.
Yeah.
And did she used to pod with Joe?
I think her show was on his network or something like that.
Okay. So there's something about the way that she does her podcasting, and I didn't even realize it until you pointed it out to me that I listened to her, and I was like, wait, I listened to 2 of her podcasts? How did that happen?
Right.
So those are like the top ones. And in Good Moms, Bad Choices, these 2 ladies, I love them too. And they just had a book come out, and they were on a press tour, and they were on a Today Show and all of that. That was really, really dope.
So not to put you on the spot, but what if you have it in your mind? What do you learn from them, or has it been anything that you learned from them, or a way that they inspired you that translates to what we do?
I think Black women sharing stories, which is not something that we get in the mainstream. It doesn't get, you don't get the raw, authentic stories, and everything isn't a struggle for Black women.
Right, true.
Black women are actually, successful.
Yeah,
they have so many things that they can teach you about their experiences. And so I enjoy that, like Good Moms, Bad Choices, they are 2 of the most sexually free ladies that I've ever heard. I mean, Mandy's free too, but just sexually free and not judging the way that they're processing and tackling motherhood.
No doubt.
And it's a huge thing, and they're raising their daughters together, kind of, sort of.
Dope.
And just to see the trajectory of, they didn't know each other at first. They just became, one asked the other one, like, hey girl, you want to do a podcast with me? Yeah. And then it became this whole where they are now. They do retreats, and they've got a book, and I just love that Black women have stories, and we don't get them presented to us. You don't know how Black women are in the workplace. You don't know how Black women are in motherhood. You don't get to see that in movies and TV. You get to see a little bit, maybe a slither or a snippet. Whereas in listening to these ladies on these podcasts, you get to hear the Black woman experience that isn't shared regularly.
No doubt.
And I feel like that's really important for us because we're mothers, we're business women, we're wives, we're girlfriends, we're entrepreneurs, we're creatives, all of these things that the mainstream doesn't talk about or doesn't share about us. And so that's why I feel like I listen to them. When I listen to Demetria, like I said, she's encouraged me to live my life in another country. Just and her taking the chance to put her life back together after, you know, it sort of kind of blowing up with her getting divorced.
Right.
And for those of us who've been through divorce, we understood how she felt, that her life was over and she's in this space of rebuilding and living the best life ever. And Black women you don't get to hear that a lot about us. You know, you get to hear about it after the person has died. Like, oh, Josephine Baker lived in France and did all these things and did all this stuff. Whereas Demetria is all over the globe right now sharing her experiences. Not only is she sharing them on the podcast, but then she's sharing them on her social media feeds. And it's not something that we get. So I feel like for me, being vulnerable as a podcaster, sharing my experiences as a wife to you, and some of my funny side that maybe people don't even know about me.
No doubt.
I think that it's important because there's a space for this, and yeah.
What's her name again?
Demetria.
Shout out to Demetria.
If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
She does go hard. I hit that by mistake, but it fits.
Yeah,
because she I don't listen to her. I listen to you listen to her.
Yeah.
Right? And she does something that I'm interested in doing, and it's a podcast of just me speaking, talking. And I have subject matter in my head. I have ideas in my head that I'm playing with. And she's only audio, right? Only audio.
Yeah, she talks about that.
Oh man, that's gangster.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go only audio, but you know, with my workload, video editing, I probably should. But
and
so
that's what I love it more about it, that she's only audio.
Yeah, she's an inspiration even for me, and I don't listen to her because I don't think I'm her demo. You know what I mean? So and that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's dope. I listen to you. Listen to her. It's good stuff.
So how about you? Even though I know who the number one is, I'll ask who's your inspiration.
Joe Budden podcast all day. Joe Budden podcast. Joe Budden himself and his podcast. I follow. I listen to them on a regular basis. Really, them, Joe Budden podcast, and then Bad Fuel.
Esso.
I listen to Esso. Esso is my guy.
Yeah.
I don't know Esso personally, you know what I'm saying? But Esso is my guy, you know what I'm saying? I rock with them. You know, I liked him when he was on Math Hoffa's joint. But back to, now get to that. So the Joe Budden podcast, he's just, I learned a lot of things. Just like, one, just to start it. You know what I'm saying? People might look at that like it's a small thing, but that's a big thing. Just start. You remember when we were trying to start, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like you can psych yourself out of starting up. You know, and you can base that on a bunch of things like equipment, you know what I'm saying, which includes a camera, lighting, and this, you know, in your mind you want it to be the perfect setup to start, and that's not.
It's never. That's no.
No, start it. Start it and stay consistent. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? And doing it for the right reasons, not because you know, I don't care about how many listens. I care, but I'm not harping on how many listens or how many views. I'm not. I'm more focused on the craft, the art of it. You know what I mean? So I wanted us to get better there. And to continue to get better. We'll never stop getting better as long as we keep that mentality, I think.
Okay, I agree.
It's a good thing for us.
Yeah.
So I learned, and then, you know, a lot of the ins and outs. That I just listen to how he breaks things down. And a lot of times he's talking about things on a higher level and I have to do work to make it relate to us because we're not industry people.
Oh, no, we are not.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we are not.
We're not industry people. So
Nope.
I have to try to take what he's saying and apply it to us. And sometimes I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're just talking about some other shit. But
Right.
but yeah, so that, and then Back Fuel is just like I just like Esso's energy and stuff.
too.
Like, you know, he keep it funky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he some of the things I like about Esso is stuff that I liked in Joe Budden before, is how he goes off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he goes off at certain points and whatnot. So I like that energy and stuff like that. The energy is what I like from Esso. And I rock with Heineken too. But when it comes to Back Fuel, you know what I'm saying? You know, we watch
I've
around
watched and I love Esso. Like I listened because of you. Like when he used to be on Math Hoffa.
Yeah.
We'd listen.
Yeah.
And I've only listened to these black men because of you. Because remember, I am a veteran of love and hip hop.
here. Right.
And so when you were telling me the Joe Budden podcast, I was like,
Oh, you just knew Joe from Love and Hip Hop.
Joe from
Toxic
Love and-
Joe.
Joe from Love and Hip Hop? Oh, hell no. I don't want to listen to nothing he got to say. I 1000% said that. And then it was really impressive for me because, you know, I like to do the Googles and investigate. Like, they're on episode like 600 and something. And I'm like, 600 episodes?
It's
What
crazy.
the hell have they been doing?
Yeah, it's crazy, yo. I remember when Joe Budden was doing the pod and they were in some like little studio space. Him, I think Rory, and I can't remember all who was there, but it was, you wouldn't even. I need to find it. You would be amazed to see where they started compared to where they are now.
Wow.
It's incredible. Like, we talking about wife beater Joe. Like the dirty, nothing against Joe. I'm just the dirty wife beater Joe.
Wow.
Like the I just got in a fight or I'm about to get in a fight, wife beater Joe. But you know what I'm saying? And he was going off on everybody. He was just going.
Okay.
And so he's just honed his skills from then to now. And I just look at that and whatnot. And I try to pattern some of our stuff around what he's doing, because they're doing a completely different type of show. Like, we're husband and wife.
Yeah.
So I can hijack the shit out of some of his techniques and strategies and you know what I'm saying, the things that they do, and apply it to us, and it can still be our own. So yeah, those are probably my two consistently watch. I'm a YouTube guy, so I watch them on YouTube and shit like that.
I think podcasting for me, there was something that clicked for me because I like listening to talk radio.
Oh, okay.
When
Even
I was younger,
before podcast even existed.
Before podcasting existed,
right?
I like talk radio, and this is nothing but talk radio.
Yep.
For me, and that's why I listen to podcasts.
Right.
I don't watch any of them.
Right.
I don't watch any of them. Maybe the snippets on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I don't watch any of them except for ours. And when we watch Joe Budden, of course, because I like the crew and the element of them.
Yeah.
And when you turn on SOM,
Flip, Mel, Ish,
and Mel,
you know what I'm saying? Ice, Parks.
So, but other than that, I like to listen to my podcast. I like to put my earplugs in.
Yeah.
And just listen.
You do. Yep.
You know, it's just a thing. So
yeah, I can dig it. It's all about how you like to digest your information or whatnot. And I'm a visual guy. Like I'm on YouTube all day.
Yeah.
That's my form of entertainment and whatnot. So, shout out to you know what I'm saying, all the podcasts that we were talking about.
Yes. Hey Mona.
Good job, y'all. Good job. We trying to do our thing. We trying to be like y'all. But and this being in the industry or not is another topic. We'll talk about that on another pod, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't going there because I need to go cook soon. So we're gonna talk about what we watching in a couple seconds, and then we'll get ready to roll out of here.
Wrap it on up.
All right. So before we do what we're watching, we gotta show some love to somebody who showed love to us.
Yes.
Let's get to it.
Vidal Lux Look. So we got some olive oil in the mail from Vidal, www.Vidal Lux Look. And I've actually already cooked with it.
Yes.
Look at Beans is about to
Beans think you about to give him a snack or something right now.
Something. So, shout out to Jennifer Gwynn. She is the founder and CEO of Vidal Lux Look. Thank you so much.
Yes, appreciate you.
She sent us a bottle of the lavender pepper olive oil, and I used it on my chicken dish.
That's right. The chicken breast, right?
Yeah, I used it on the chicken breast when I made that dish. Was it the salad? The Tuscan chicken salad.
Yeah.
I used it on that, and it was phenomenal.
It was delicious, though. Shout out to
delicious.
her.
And
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you. You can follow them on follow her on Vidal at Vidal Lux Look, and subscribe to her YouTube channel. She has a flavor list. Cooking oils can be used for marinades, baking, salad, seafood dips, and sauteing. She has other flavors like adobo lime oil, avocado pepper, basil chive olive oil, blueberry hemp seed, cilantro mint olive oil, cilantro poppy olive oil, and the list goes on. So check them out. Thank you so much for sending this to us.
Yes.
I definitely want to talk to you about this avocado pepper oil.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Lavender pepper olive oil. It's great. Y'all know we olive oil, you know what I'm saying? Like enthusiasts, connoisseurs,
yes.
and maybe someone might say elitists.
And it's even got, like you can see the lavender in the bottle.
Yeah, in the what are those in the look at the lavender
oil.
sitting
there.
the
lavender
oil,
is sitting in the bottom.
Floating around, sitting at the bottom.
Phenomenal. So thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
I do a lot of cooking. That's my department in the house. So.
That is your department.
Yes.
All right, so now we talking about what we watching.
Yes.
We're the Where's Brunch podcast, as you can see. And here's what we're watching on TV.
Excuse me, partner. Can you keep that shit down? You see we watching TV.
Yay! So, there is a picture over my head, right?
Oh, yes.
It's right there. It's been here all the episodes. And this picture actually has a story behind it. And the person in that picture, her name is Donyale Luna. Mm-hmm. She was a supermodel.
Yep.
She actually is the official first black supermodel that no one's ever heard of.
Right.
And HBO Max, has a documentary about her. And that's what we watched this week.
Yeah, that was, I knew a little bit about her because, let me see, what was the documentary called? Was it just her name? Let's see. Hold on. Donyale Luna Supermodel. That's all. Before I bought this art, I looked her up and stuff, and I just saw that she had conflict. That's what I liked about her. Not to trivialize the stuff that she went through, but from an art perspective, I was like, she had conflict. She had conflict with her identity, and she had a conflict with acceptance and rejection, and that's all I pretty much knew, and that was enough. And she was black, of course, and that was enough. Like, and it was dope, right? So I copped it. But yeah, she man, we don't want to give it away, guys, but she is. When we all thought, what's her name again?
Beverly Johnson.
We all thought Beverly Johnson was the first black supermodel on Vogue, right?
Right.
And it was actually Donyale Luna.
Yes.
But not in the United States.
Right, not in the United States. She was in the British Vogue, right?
Yeah.
She was in London, and
like mesmerizing attributes.
Her eyes. Her body. She was an Andy Warhol friend.
Yeah.
She was around that time hanging out with him and stuff. So she was from Detroit. She got approached at like 16 years old, and she went to New York to start modeling.
Yep.
She
a couple years later.
Wait. He approached her when she was 14.
14. Okay,
And then she graduated high school when she was 16.
That's
she
right.
graduated early and moved to New York to start her career because she felt like, she wasn't belonging where she was in Detroit. She got to New York. She grinded it out. She got her photos. She met people. She got help.
And it took off from there.
It took off from there to an extent.
So, yeah.
She experienced the racism in the fashion industry.
Yep.
She went to Europe, in particular. She went to London, and she blew up even more there, like loving her, all these things. The Harper's Bazaar happened when she was in the U.S. or was it?
I don't remember.
Okay, but in the end, Harper's Bazaar has a history of having these iconic covers. All their covers are iconic, and they did an illustration photo that was her, and it was on the cover of the Harper's Bazaar.
Right.
And that was like, okay, everybody wanted to photograph her. She signed a contract with a particular guy.
Yeah, y'all can watch.
You
Yeah,
can
we
watch
don't give away too
and
much.
learn more. And it was just like a story of, like you said, rejection.
Yeah.
How the industry was not necessarily ready for a black supermodel.
And how the black community where she was from wasn't ready for anybody different.
Correct. And
that's where her first rejection and stuff started.
There's some colorism stuff going on that they talk about.
Good stuff.
And even the civil rights movement. And it was happening.
Yeah.
While her career was taking off and how she, participated or not participated in it. So it's a sad story.
It is.
She dies at a very young age.
Yep.
And you can watch all of that on Max. It's amazing. There's so much going on right now with Fashion Week and supermodels.
Yes.
And Fashion Week happened in New York, and now right now it's happening in Milano, and all these things are all about supermodels, and they're sharing stories and they're paying homage to some of the originals, giving them their dap.
Yeah, dope stuff, man. It was a dope documentary. I enjoyed it, and it was really good to just get some more history on the woman who's been on the wall here in our place.
She's from the moon.
She's from the moon.
Unbelievable. Such a great story.
Yep. Good pod, though.
Story.
Good pod. Great story, and even greater pod.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I hung in there, a little coughing here and there.
You did well.
Sorry, guys. Please accept my apologies.
You did well.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, you get
What's
through
going
it.
on?
You get through
Hopefully it stays light.
I think it
Whatever it is.
We'll just drug you up tonight.
It didn't get really worse today.
Right.
Throughout the day, it just stayed consistent with the stupid cough or whatever. So, a little sniffle here and there. But I'm getting ready to go cook dinner.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
My department is closed.
It's a little late.
He's cooking. I'm off the clock. You guys.
Right. So,
yeah.
I hope you guys, we hope you guys enjoy this.
Yeah, we hope. Drop us a comment. Let us know your favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go check the YouTube out. We're putting out clips of some of these topics. So if you are feeling stressed out about watching the full hour and some change, you can go watch your favorite topics.
Yeah, you can look it up and find your topic and listen. And then comment and share and all those good
All
things.
that good stuff. Subscribe.
Subscribe, you guys. Give us some stars. Give us all the ratings to keep us going.
You good, baby?
I'm great.
Love you.
I love you more.
And we out.
Bye.